empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
What's up, everyone? This your man, Kalen Laws, a.k.a. Senor Wapo. Do me a favor. Go to Instagram, go to the Twitter, go to Facebook, and follow me at SenorWapo713.com. That's SenorGuapo713.com. And you are tuned into G is for Gentlemen. You know, where we endeavor to bring you gentlemanly content that uses style to talk about all things gentlemanly. Now, I have a phenomenal guest in the building with me. When you're amongst the giants, sometimes you got to stand tall. So let me adjust my posture. You know what I'm saying? When you with greatness, you got to be great. And so I'm going to really try to slow down and articulate like a king should, because I am in the presence of royalty. I got my man Al Green, aka the Minister of Style. What's up, man?
Kalen, what's going on, brother?
How are you?
I'm well, man. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. So for those of you, how can they follow you, get in contact with you up front? Let's jump it off like that.
Instagram at Minister of Style. That's MENISTER_of_style STYLE. On Facebook, Al Green. That's it.
That's it, man.
That's it.
Make sure you go to Minister of Style. He celebrates gentlemanly style and culture like no other. The brother is popping on the gram. Real talk, he is, and we're gonna jump into it right now. So, first of all, this is a gentlemanly podcast. It's more than just style, even though we use fashion and menswear to weave all gentlemanly elements together, because we believe a gentleman should look the part.
Absolutely.
But what is a gentleman to you? How do you define it now?
I define gentleman. A gentleman is simply not someone who just dresses well and has great manners, but he's actively engaged in his community.
I love that.
As well as genuinely concerned about his fellow brother.
That's amazing, man. I love. So my professional background is education and nonprofit management. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about a gentleman really being someone who is invested in the community, that strikes a chord with me. You know, both my parents are educators, career educators. Mm-hmm. My grandparents were educators, right? And so you cannot be an educator and not be about the community.
Absolutely.
Especially in the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Especially in the neighborhood. So I appreciate that, man. So who is Al Green, and how did he get into style? We're gonna do the third person thing right now.
Al Green, it's just a person. I grew up in the country.
You're a country boy. Where
country
about?
boy, Lake Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
And when I left Prairie View, I was
South.
determined. Yeah, most people think it's a street in Houston, but it's actually a town. But yeah, when I left Prairie View, I absolutely was not going back to the country. And so I settled in.
You went from the country to the country.
Yeah, I went to the country to another country.
Right. Yeah.
But that definitely let me know that I wasn't going back to Lake Jackson.
Yeah.
And so just been a love of fashion my whole life, basically. But I didn't even start off in fashion. I started off designing homes.
Nice.
Yeah. Just like going in and
architecture, AutoCAD,
interior decorating.
Wow.
Yeah, mixing, getting the patterns, picking out the couches, all the trimmings that go along with it. And so I've discovered that fashion was closely aligned with interior design, and so it was kind of easy to make that jump. And so that's really kind of how I got started in it.
Yeah, the textiles and the patterns and the color
yeah.
blocking and understanding lighting and
Absolutely.
yeah, moods. Absolutely, for sure. Absolutely, that's dope. You don't see too many brothers in interior. First of all, you don't see too many men in interior design, let alone brothers. That's dope.
Absolutely.
So you still dabble in that a little bit?
I still do. I still do. My client base is anything from houses, designing houses, or picking out things to go in houses, as well as fashion.
Nice.
And people.
Nice. That's dope, man. That's dope. So, why choose the name Minister of Style? Minister of Style, if you don't know, for those of you who aren't watching, it's MENISTER, minister, like the brothers. Why choose that name?
Why choose that? Actually, it's two part.
Okay.
I think the first part, I had a coworker, Lance, Vance Lawrence, actually, that was his name. I put a unit together for him, and since I love my Christian background, and I was always running around singing church songs, all that kind of stuff. He's like, "Oh man, we're gonna call you the Minister of Style." But when I looked on Instagram and saw Minister MIN was already taken, I'm like, okay, MEN, and then it kind of made sense because the second part to that is, and I'm keeping 100 with you.
Yeah, please.
The second part to that is I was molested when I was 5, and so that put me down another road. So I lived an alternative lifestyle for the majority of my adult years. But then God came and pulled me up out of that situation. And so when MIN was taken, MEN made so much sense.
Wow.
Because I'm called to help men get to the place that they're supposed to be.
Yeah. And wow, that's what's up. I appreciate your honesty, and we need that. We need that kind of testimony. We need that, because that's just real life.
Absolutely.
I don't even like the whole alternative lifestyle. It's just a lifestyle. It's just real life. It's what we deal with. It's what people. It's how people choose to live their lives. And so I love the fact that is part of the story, because people need to hear that. People need to see that, man. It's to me, ministry. And we go here all the time on the show, so don't worry about it. Ministry to me began out of the four walls.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? It really, we kind of hinge it on saying you got to go to church. You got to go to church. When Christ did not spend his time, the Messiah did not spend his time he taught in the church, but then he went to the people. What is the Great Commission? Go ye therefore. Go, right?
Go.
Yeah. And so I appreciate that, man, and I really love that about the mantra. Following, if you go to his Instagram account, you follow the messages. He talks about purpose a lot. He talks about keeping it 100 a lot. He really is about upbuilding and uplifting people, especially people of color. And so check out the Minister of Style. He's posted your boy a couple times, so I appreciate it, man. Reposting your boy when I put something on that's a little nice. It typically goes on Minister of Style's Instagram.
And that's all the time. You always fly. That's what I had to clean up a little bit today, because I know I was coming up here with Mr. S. Gen himself.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I had to clean up a little bit.
Well, I appreciate it, man. So in your bio, you have that you're a transformational specialist. What is that?
Well, that's somebody who dibbles and I'm not going to say dibbles and dabbles. I've been blessed with the gift to be able to impact the lives of people, get them from one point to another, as well as the things that I'm able to do in houses, as well as people's wardrobe. And so my mantra is I'm just simply breathing life into wardrobes, using the gift of transformation. But that does not just stop at wardrobes. That transcends to people and wherever I go. I just spread love, man.
I love that, man. I think as a gentleman, that's a missing element in the definition of it, right? Is to transmit love and positivity into any and every situation, right?
Absolutely.
If you look at it, Hollywood and popular culture has made, first of all, it has made gentleman being a gentleman irrelevant, and albeit obsolete, right?
Yes.
But when in actuality, a gentleman is someone who was well read, who was well educated, right? Traditionally, who understood their manners, being manners. But we had a guest that came on some weeks back, a good friend of mine, Kel Johnson. He said he liked it. He likens a gentleman to the duality of a thing. Like he said, the ultimate gentleman was Christ, because he was lion and lamb.
Absolutely.
So so he knew how to be rough and tough when he needed to be lion, but he knew how to be soft and you understand what I'm saying? And so
that.
I know I love that. That always has stuck out to me, lion and lamb. That's so dope. Scriptures, but So when you talk about, really inserting that positivity, you really inserting the love, the greatest of these things, right?
Absolutely.
The sweetest, I call it the sweetest piece of the fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that really, really is transformational and powerful. So I appreciate it, man. So you do a lot in the community.
I do.
You do a lot in the community. Tell us about some of the projects that you're currently working on.
Some of the projects that I'm currently working on, I work for a nonprofit called Sarah Jobs for Progress.
You work for Sarah? I was with Houston Works for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up,
And
man.
then I was at Neighborhood Centers, Baker Ripley now. And they got the contract for all of the old Houston Works career offices.
Absolutely.
We're doing Houston talk right now. I'm sorry for those of you who are not
you gotta
in
live
Houston.
it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so at working at Sarah, I'm the mentor coordinator there. And so the only thing I do is I make sure all my clients have done time, and so they're coming out of a system trying to
work with
reintegrate.
Project Rio.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
I was the real coordinator.
Yeah.
The downtown career office.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And so I just sit down every day with these guys, and my thing is I want to see what it is that they really want to do, because a lot of them, you may have sold drugs, but you are a businessman, but nobody's told you about these transferable skills that come along with
the
all that kind of
marketing
stuff.
and the business plan and the reading and the sales and the advertising. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, man. Shout out to Sarah Jobs for Progress. Wonderful community, wonderful organization, doing a lot of great things. Getting people ready to work and back to work.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But aside from that, I'm also engaged with the mayor's Way Home Project initiative, trying to find and answer a solution to this homelessness issue that the city's plagued with. In addition to, I do my thing on the side with Broken Walls.
Right.
And I use this gift of transformation to reimage the lives of the people. And so I have fashion shows. And my model's either homeless in transition, in recovery, or coming out of prison. Because I believe people got to see themselves differently before they actually see that their life has meaning other than what it's always been. And so,
listen, for any of the things that he just talked about, make sure you DM him, Minister of Style, Minister_of_style, Minister with MEN. I can say it because I love the account. I know it like the back of my hand. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate that, man. It's so dope, the things that you're doing. It's so phenomenal. But we also have another organization that's really, really dope, and they are sponsoring this portion of the show. It's sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique talents and gifts changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness inside. Shop dope gear at kogpassion.com. That's kogpassion.com, and use the coupon code DOPE with an exclamation mark for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. So, what do you want men to know most about being stylish?
About being stylish, it's not really about the labels, because anybody can go out and buy labels. And I'm so over it. You can go right to whatever store you want to and pick everything out.
You go to Salvation Army if you got the eye.
Hey,
absolutely.
I love them. I love thrift
agreed.
stores.
I love thrifting.
But really, being stylish is really how you marry nondescript items to create a coherent look, and how it all blends together well and just creates a harmony.
Yeah.
And that's what fascinates me most about fashion. It's not, like I said, it's not the Gucci, it's not the Fendi, it's not all those other labels, but how you can take nothing and make it and turn it into something.
Yeah, agreed, man. Agreed. What really made me hone my sense of style was college. I was a poor, broke scholarship athlete.
Absolutely.
Couldn't get a job because coach said, hey, I'm paying your school, so I'm your job, right?
Right.
And I said, well, but coach, I still got to look good for the lake. What you talking about? I'm at Texas Southern University. You know what I'm saying? This is the swag.
Yeah.
It's black HBCU. These these stallions walking around campus. I got to make sure I'm okay. You better figure it out, boy. So I had to figure it out. Went down to Sunnyside and went down to South Park and went to that's when I began thrifting in college, because a $2 shirt was in my budget.
Absolutely.
Just start really, getting those nondescript items, as you said, getting older items, and vintage pieces and broken in jeans that really fit. I'm 6'4", so they really, really fit well, and so I totally agree with you that's a skill that I think can save you, because you don't rely on these giants in the industry that are going to charge you, $3,500 for a suit.
Absolutely.
Now, there's nothing wrong with that. We've been blessed to have made some money, and if you have those pieces, more power to you, because there's some quality that's associated with a lot of those types of garments. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a Ross and Marshalls guy.
Absolutely.
At $12 shirt in a minute.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I know how to take care of my stuff, so it lasts.
Mm-hmm.
People say, why do you go to Ross and Marshalls? Well, I know how to make it last, bro, because I know how to take care of my stuff. I understand what dry cleaning is. I know the proper hangers to purchase. You understand what I'm saying? I know the temperatures to leave it in. Don't put my wool in moist, all of that kind of deal. And so it's important that we do that. It's also important that we talk to our Facebook Live people and ask that you subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher. We're on Spreaker, iHeartRadio. You can even get at us on YouTube and review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Be nice. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends, and donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Now, talking about pieces, right? So give me 5 staples, like something. You don't have to be a brand. It's something that you have to have in the wardrobe. Give me 5. Like, I'll start off for me.
Okay.
I gotta have. I'm a wrist wear guy. I need to have a timepiece on. It's like my wrist is I'm really light skinned, and you can tell when I put my watch off, because I'm a whole different color. I'm a whole different color. So I gotta have a watch. I need to have white plimsoll sneakers, because I believe they can go with anything. And and since I work for myself, I don't have to wear brogues and Oxfords as much as I used to when I was in corporate America, right? So I gotta have that. I have to have. I'm a headgear nut. You know that. Yeah, I always got a hat on. Always got a hat on. Fragrance. Gotta have fragrance. And I have 3 signatures. One of them is old, but to me it never goes anywhere. It's Issey Miyake. Gotta have Issey Miyake. I love Paco Rabanne, 1 million. That's actually 4. I also love, and I never run out of, Yves Saint Laurent, La Homme. And then one that's only exclusively sold at Nordstrom. It's called Parfum de Marly. It's Pegasus by Parfum de Marly. Only at Nordstrom. But it's like a $300 bottle, so I wear that every now and again.
Yeah. Pull out a special occasion.
Man. Yeah. So those are my, what I just gotta have. What do you have to have?
What do I have to have? A gray blazer.
Yes, sir.
And gray is one of those colors that either tones down a color or it brings up a dull color. So a gray jacket gotta have a gray jacket.
Agreed.
Yeah. And I'm into navies. So some navy chinos.
But it's the same thing with the color. It tones it down or it pops it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a primer.
And a white shirt.
Yeah.
And I really stay away from solids, but I wore a solid white shirt, just a solid white shirt one Friday. And everybody's like, oh, that looks real good. I'm like, this solid white shirt. But yeah, solid white shirt, fragrance, definitely. Definitely got to smell good for ladies. And I think that second one would be some footies.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I got to have some footies. It's 100 degrees here in Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to wear
in the
socks
shade.
out. Yeah, in the shade. In the shade, right. And so, yeah, definitely some good footies.
Yeah, man. I agree. But with the, one thing I think the reason why people from watching you and just following you for a long time, why people commented, had those positive reactions, 2 things. They're not used to you seeing you in a white one, and they subconsciously know that. It's like, well, what's different? You know what I'm saying? Type deal.
Right.
But secondarily, your skin tone and your beard. So they and people, and a lot of guys don't think about that. I wear whatever color, and really I'm kind of that way too. But if you are of a certain skin tone, whether you white, black, whatever, like if you're a white guy, you have more olive skin tone, then the earth tones are gonna really look rich on you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a chocolate king, an Adonis, you know what I'm saying? These lighter colors are gonna boom, they're gonna pop so crazy. And then your beard too, because you got the white. I really want to gray all the way. It's coming. You see.
It's coming.
But I really want to go silver. Like my mother-in-law's silver head, and my wife was like, I can't wait till you go gray. And I really want to go gray. So that looks good with the white too, man. Let's kind of move the conversation forward a little bit. You were talking about, not having to worry about name brands, and it's interesting because this show we're going to kind of talk about name brands. This is a ski taste, but That's a Houston term for you. Those of you guys who aren't from here. Ski taste. That means a little bit. But there's been this culture of collaboration, sneaker collaboration, especially a sneaker collaboration here recently, within the past few years. For all you sneakerheads, you see stuff like Adidas and the Pharrell rather. You have Off-White and Nike. You have Levi's and Jordan, which is my favorite. That's my favorite collaboration going on right now. Again, it goes Yeezys. The Yeezys were born out of a collaboration with Adidas, and it still is. They still do back him. But have these collaborations gone too far? This is the question. Now, there's recently been, I saw an article, I believe it was on Fashion Beans, which is a phenomenal British publication, UK publication, and they want to know, when is enough enough? Famed sneaker cobbler Obenwick has remixed the Adidas NMD CS1. Now, the Adidas NMD CS1 is that sock. Is the Adidas NMD is the latest set of running shoes from Adidas. Go Google them. But the NMD is the sock one. The sock sneakers are real hot right now. And so that's their version of the sock sneaker. With this cobbler, if you can pull that article back up, this cobbler he took the Supreme and Louis Vuitton print, right? And he's a custom. It's what he does for a living. And he made this shoe. Now my question is to you: is enough? When is enough enough? Because that's not sanctioned by Louis. LVMH did not sanction that. Yeah. And so technically it's knockoff, it's bootleg, right? But these shoes are selling. The NMD sells for about $250 already. So when you put the Supreme name on it, and you put the signature print for Louis Vuitton on it, it's gonna take it up another $150 easy. Absolutely. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it becomes almost a $500 shoe, $400 to $500 shoe. When is enough? Because I'm just trying to figure out. First of all, let's be clear. Kalen Laws, would rock those. I really would. I would absolutely rock those. But it'd be done tastefully, because you can't. There's not a lot you can do with that, right? Absolutely. But have we gone too far in urban culture, trying to knock off or trying to collaborate or trying to one up these larger brands?
I really believe we have. And when I first saw that shoe, I'm like, that looks like a shoe that you would buy at King's Flea Market. And so anytime you got,
they're not making it. Louis not making that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. he can't be. And so, in my opinion, of those particular shoes, if it looks like something that could be bought at a swap meet, enough is truly enough. Now, I understand, you would rock them, and I think you would pull them off. But me personally, I'm looking at those that's a little bit too far.
It is one of those things that I wouldn't purchase them and rock them. They would have to send them to me, or I do like a photo shoot and give them back or something. Because of that, I know that's what it looks like. It's okay, bro. Who cousin did you go to?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? To get that done. Like, come on, man. And so
somebody's garage.
Yeah. Like when I was in college, they was walking around with powder pink Jordans. Never has he ever made a powder. So somebody in Galveston that made these. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's crazy. So I like the creativity of it, and I like the thought of it.
It's commendable.
But enough is enough. Like go make your own shoe.
Exactly. Instead of knocking it off, or trying to go start your own business.
Right. And we'll support. Well, that's another show. That's a whole other show. And so we know Louis has a signature print. We just saw the Louis signature print and Supreme signature, the Supreme collaboration. But there's a in the urban culture, black folks, Latinos, persons of color, we really hinge on these name brands, and and of the name brands, we really hinge on the signature prints and the logos. I'm gonna confess to you, I hated Gucci till I was about 27, 28. I couldn't stand it. I understand. Because the hood made it so unattractive to me.
Because everybody, the babies, everything.
Listen, Gucci bumpers on the Jaguar. Yeah, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like it was. I really saw that. I really saw that.
Oh, I believe you.
I really saw that driving down 288. A guy in a Jaguar had a Gucci printed bumper. I'm like, dude, it just made me dislike it, because I'm like, yo, this is just too much, right? But as I begin to grow even more in understanding style and fashion, I think there's a place for the signature prints, right? But in your opinion, has urban culture, hip hop, has streetwear, have they gone too far? Have they taken it like the signature prints and done too much with them?
I don't think they have.
Okay.
Well, I'm kind of
torn. Yeah,
I'm kind of torn on that one. They have, because I think when it comes down to our neighborhoods and where our people live, they go out and they try to get this stuff, and sometimes it's through illegal means. Sometimes it's at a thrift store or something like that. But yeah, I think they've kind of taken it too far. But then again, it's really up to the other.
Agreed. Style is subjective,
yeah,
for sure. I mean, you have certain rules when it comes to certain, business environments, things of that nature, and white coat and black tie events there are rules, but it is subjective for sure. But I think that it makes us look. We're trying to be authentic in an unauthentic way, in my opinion. When you start, doing crazy stuff by create, I found a website that was knocking off. It was phenomenal phone cases, but everything was knockoff, and I'm like, to me, you change the value of it from an aesthetic standpoint when you knock it off, because there's a value that we've associated, whether it's worth that or not, and we can talk about that, because you totally can talk about the manufacturing of textiles, and I know you can go there from being from a interior design background originally. This stuff costs 18 cents to make, but people are selling it for $45 a yard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But still, there's from an eye test, there's a value that we emotionally assess to it, and so when you do it, knock it off too much, it just becomes regular. And I think that's what happened to me with Gucci for the longest. It just became regular. Cats was doing Gucci trash bag suits and
everything.
Yeah, I'm like, it was crazy. But I think, again, there's a way to intelligently and efficiently wear these patterns, because first of all, when they're authentic, they're expensive.
Absolutely.
I got a couple wallets and $400-500 a pop. You know what I'm saying? And so you're not gonna lose that wallet. You're gonna make sure you keep that one, right?
Absolutely. Attach a chain to it.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
And so, how can we stylishly rock them? I got a couple points. Let's just discuss these. Less is more. Now that's kind of something that a lot of guys who subscribe to style, especially on the more conservative side, they believe less is more. I can't, to a degree, I believe it holistically, but with the signature patterns, I don't think you should have.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just head to toe in Fendi Fs. Like I don't think that should be. It's too busy. I get dizzy and vertigo. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it'll work.
Right.
And it looks like you're trying too hard.
Too hard. Yeah.
Like talk to us about effortless style.
Effortless style. That's something. And when I go through IG and I'm looking at some of the pictures, effortless style is really not even thinking about it. Just going in and putting something on and walking out the house and owning it.
Yeah.
Whether you get 5 compliments or no compliments, that's just your style. But I too agree with you on the signature pieces. Like if you have a jacket and it has a crazy pattern on it, there's no need for a pocket square and a lapel pin and all the other accessories that people just go overboard. Yeah. Yeah, and I try not to comment on some of these pictures because I know the way my mouth is set up sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, I hit them up in a DM.
Yeah, like you might want to consider X.
Yeah. And then they do that, and then they end up on the page.
Yeah, no doubt. So that's number one. I think number two is the signature print, though, even though it's not good for every garment, it's always good on bags and luggage.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always. Backpacks, attaché cases, briefcases, knapsacks, wallets. It doesn't matter. Bags,
leather goods.
Leather. Yeah. It all. Listen, you can always have that. Right. Then signature prints we're supposed to make a statement with them. They're there to make a statement, not to be showy, right? And what do I mean by that? It should be the focal point of your look. So if you got that Louis belt on, you don't need Louis everything. Louis
shirts.
Put on the Louis belt. make it look nice, right? You might want to add like a Louis watch with it or whatever, just to show some continuity. That'll work. That's fine. And then everything else is just monotone and chill, right? You see what I'm saying? Double denim or linen out or whatever the case may be. But you want to make sure that you're not trying to show off. You're not trying to show off your purchasing power, because then you look like a clown. Okay, ooh, you pay $4,000 for an outfit. Really wasn't smart. How about you could put that on your student loans? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put that in a CD in the bank, right? Go start a savings account, high yield savings account or something. Like do something else with that,
Absolutely.
And lastly, I think that again, you should make them the focal point of the outfit. And there aren't that many signature brands or brands with signature prints. I'm not talking about logos like the Gucci logo or the LV logo. I'm saying like the signature print is the Gucci the flower stars, the flower and stars of Louis Vuitton with the LVs, right? Or the damier print, which is the checkered print of of Louis Vuitton, or the double G, the 2 G's, right, for Gucci, or the F's. I can't make an F with my fingers, but the F's for Fendi, or even Coach. Coach has kind of died down in the past decade or so, but it's still a signature print, right? They have signature prints. For the women's side, they have the Dooney and Burke with the DBs and things of that nature. So it's one of those things that you got to be really, really careful on how you wear them, because you got to. Your outfit is what you add. You're your own billboard. You're advertising.
Absolutely.
So what are you showing off? What are you selling? What are you trying to get the people to know about you? What are you advertising? And you may want to advertise a product here on the Sphere. We have that option for you. And so this portion of the show is sponsored by the Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand and sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher, Spreaker. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the U.S. as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So, you made a statement earlier today. You said it's 100 degrees in Houston. It is.
Yeah, it's hot.
Sometimes I got in my car. It was sitting in the sun too long, and I got in the car. It literally said 118. I know wasn't 118, but it was in the sun, so my gauge just went crazy. It said 118. But since it's hot in Houston, you guys know how, like, fashion to me is best played out in the fall and winter, because you can layer, you can pattern mix and the different textiles, textures. But we don't really have a fall that too long of a fall in Houston, right? We don't really have a winter at all. We actually had one for about 35 days this year. That's a winter for us. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing is hot. I'm hot natured. Like, I'm sweating now. It's just bullets of sweat running down my back right now, right? Because of these lights. But what do you do? What pieces, I think are staple for summer? Like, how do you keep as cool as possible but look as sharp and as style as possible? So I put together a quick little list I want to call summer style selections, and please give me your nah, you wrong, bro, or let me know, if you agree with them. Number one is a denim shirt. Now, I don't mean like the Levi's. I don't mean selvage denim. That's too thick. It's too hot. But maybe like a chambray shirt, or a denim blend, denim cotton blend, or a denim poly blend. But a denim shirt works because, first of all, summer is like the playful time, right?
Yes.
Spring, summer is the playful time, and denim shirt is really, really. It speaks folly, fun, right? And so I think a denim shirt is really, really good. It can be a casual look with a denim shirt. You can put denim shirt under a great blazer.
You can,
and that blue and especially if it's a darker denim, that whatever color is on top of it, like you said, navies, will make it pop. It will be rich. Of course, denim is a streetwear look. It's denim, right? It's a urban look. It's a great summer option. I think the next one I love. A lot of guys, especially my generation. they don't really subscribe to them because of the length of them, but it's Bermuda shorts. To me, the shorts are best at the knee. Like once it start going below the knee, it start looking a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look caprice. And there's a place for the capris, or like you got the rolled up linen or something like that. You're on the beach. There's a place for it. But the environment dictates that it works. So for me, like the Bermuda shorts, specifically, like the nautical Bermuda shorts. So the ones with the anchors on it, or the pin, or the wheels rather. You know what I'm saying? Or the sailboats. It's really a summer. Most of the time they're breathable, right? They're summery. They're in light colors. Sometimes they're in bright colors, so it kind of reflects the heat, the sun off. Another one, simple. This one is really simple. And a lot of guys don't know how to use this and wear this though. It's a white V-neck. It's a well-made white V-neck, short sleeve. V-necks are like, I probably should have put that on my staple list because they look phenomenal under a blazer, under a sport coat. You wear them with the Bermuda shorts we just talked about, right? You can actually, if you're in the right environment, put it on with a full suit, dress it up, dress it down. It's a piece that can literally, it's like a white V-neck and a white button down, or two pieces that can work with anything you wear, literally, right? Except for tux, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, you know, I think it's a great option because when you get hot, when you have on your nice denim, your nice jeans or your moccasins, right? Or your slides, you get hot, you pull the jacket off, you still look phenomenal.
Still look fly.
Still look phenomenal. An unconstructed jacket. Now, what is an unconstructed jacket? Unconstructed jacket means there's no lining. That's just simple, and so it's breathable. You know, most unconstructed jackets are 100% cotton or linen, and so they're
very lightweight.
Yeah, very lightweight textile, so that you can breathe in them because you got your shirt on, you got your undershirt on, and you don't want to walk around with the sweat stain on you. But you don't want to be that guy.
Not that guy.
That guy's not a good look. You know. Now this is one of my favorite accessories. Magnetic collar stays. And the reason I say they're good for the summer is because in the summer we ain't trying to wear nothing on our neck all the time. So if you work at a place where you know you don't all that's required is business casual, or you're going out for date night, and you don't feel like putting on something on your neck, but your collar isn't the kind of collar it's gonna, like if you like this collar here, if I open it up, it's gonna be all loose and spread and be flat. Like nobody, this isn't 1974 anymore. We're not looking for the big butterfly collars, right? You want your collar to stay up tall. You can unbutton the second one, stay up tall. And so if you get the magnetic collar stays, a great brand is oh my God, what's it called? Wonder Stick. You can find them all over. You slide the magnetic, you slide the collar stays inside of the collar hole, and there's a magnet on the inside that you put, and it keeps it up and it keeps it open, so that way your neckline is open and it's breathable. And that's why I say it's good for it's good for all year if the weather works for it, but it's really good for the summer because it's breathable. And then a favorite of mine, I got 4 pair white jeans.
Yeah,
it's just so classic. It's so pop. You know what I'm saying? I think that it really they work well as white, so any color works with it. You know, I don't subscribe to the whole you can't wear white after Labor Day stuff. I think we well past that.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, bro. I wear white on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
I ain't
absolutely.
Tripping.
All year round. All year round.
Like it don't matter to me. So these are some options I think that, you know, go to my DMs at Senior Wapo. You know, I always post them when I do a list like this in the DMs after the show. Once you see this, it'll be posted somewhere, or you can hit me on my blog, seniorwapo713.com, and see these played out as well. These summer style selections. I think they're really good options for you, amongst many other things. We could have done a whole show on summer style selections, but I just wanted to give you some different ones. And I got the cosign from the minister himself, so I know I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm good because he didn't tell me, nah, bro, you wrong.
No,
so
I actually agree with everything you just said. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Literally.
I appreciate it. So let me put you on the spot real quick. What are you reading right now?
What am I reading?
Yeah. Or what have you read lately that just really stuck out to you?
I'm reading a book called Get Started. I actually picked it up at a thrift store.
Nice.
And I read through it. It's by someone last name Kawasaki or something like that. And I've been reading it. It seems like a really good book right now.
Nice. Nice. Good. Well, you know, I tell you, I'm not reading a book about this, but a genre of books that I think everybody needs to read. And I actually went to a class, Dave Ramsey class. He has some great books, and that's about financial literacy, right? And about financial independence. And I think that it's important that we maintain that, especially as gentlemen in our community. And so, how do you do that? Well, you contact the Houston Housewives of Finance, and they are sponsoring this portion of the show. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million Americans, don't pay their debts on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they do not have enough savings. Please don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy today. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask how you can participate in a complimentary, that means free, financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Listen, brother.
We need that.
Yeah, we need that in our community. We need that, especially for the guys that you work with and that you support. And I just love what you're doing. Let people know about your fashion shows one more time. That's just a phenomenal idea.
Well, I'm actually planning one. It was going to be July the 7th. But due to some unforeseen issues, I'm going to push it back to sometime later on in August.
Okay.
And it's so much more than just a fashion show. I meet a whole lot of people who have some great gifts, but because they don't look like the people, talk like the people never take a look at their gifts.
Yeah.
And so once you remove that stigmatism of being homeless or what someone incarcerated looks like, then you have no attention because I now look like you, I talk like you, and I'm dressed like you. And that's actually the name of the fashion show, Dress Like You.
Yeah.
And so, it's just giving opportunity for people to present their gifts to people that they would never get a chance to meet.
So for more information, how could they contact you if they want to be a part, if they want to support, they want to come attend? How could people contact you?
You can reach me via email at bwallsministries@gmail.com or telephone 832-948-98. Lord have mercy. I forgot my number. 281-948-1879.
Or DM you at
DM me at Minister of Style on Instagram or Al Green on Facebook.
There it is. Listen, it's been a phenomenal show. Thank you for coming to hang with us today, Al, man.
Thank you for having me.
Look forward to having you again. Once we get closer, we definitely want to get you back so we can talk more about the show for a media run or whatever once the show gets closer, even on my other platforms as well. Make sure that you check me out on Society Now right here on the Sphere, or if you're in Houston, holla at me every Saturday morning, 90.9 FM KTSU, talking all things politics and community. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Follow me. Once again, you can follow me at Senor Wapo 713 on the gram, or you can go to my website, holla at me there. It's www.senorwapo713.com. All social media outlets. That's the handle, Senor Wapo. Hit me on my hashtag. Hit me in the DMs. Let me know what we're talking about. We appreciate everything. Listen, Al, we do a toast every time, brother Al. We do a toast every time we come in. So grab your bottle. You can keep it gangster, or you can keep it gentlemanly, but you always must keep it G. Till next time.
That's what's up.